Welcome to my 250 subscriber special. I have been eagerly planning this since I hit 200 subscribers, not longer. Here is a video on the impact of Pokemon Gold and Silver. After the success of Pokemon Red and Blue, a second generation was inevitable. The development cycle ended up with its own unique set of challenges apart from the first generation. Even with the discourse around newer games, development cycles, be they real or perceived, to this day, these ones remain the only installments to be delayed from initial release. Such a delay did have an impact of its own other facets of the franchise, notably the anime and the trading card game. Yet, when the games did see release, they were the ideal leap forward from their seniors, debuting in Japan on November 21st, 1999, and then in the United States on October 15th, 2000. This places them among many games and pieces of pop culture that saw the end of the 90s and the beginning of 2000s, and I shall get into the experience of them many times I have played them. You start off in New Barktown, and right away the game sets itself apart from what came before. The Poké Gear contains your map, radio stations, and a mobile phone, and this generation saw the introduction of gameplay mechanics that would become key in the future, held items, and day-to-night cycles. I especially enjoyed that one for certain events and Pokemon that could only be found at night. I also like the more subtle changes, such as multiple pockets in your bag, and being able to see your experience point bar without going back to the roster each time. Now, let's get to the story. Though the journey and its destination build on what was done in Red, Blue, and Yellow, the way it's done here is much different. The rival, known as Silver, is considerably different than Blue was in both looks and personality. The remnants of Team Rocket are down, but not out. Professor Oak is still in the game, this time Professor Elm is your guide. Your mother also helps by setting the clock and keeping your money saved, occasionally buying you gifts and special items. That last one is a feature I wish stuck around more in later games, but I digress. I started with Cyndaquil in Gold and Totodile in Silver. In order to start the gym challenge, you have to go through Cherry Grove City. It's been noted that Johto is much more natural in setting than Kanto is, which will be quite clear as I address the game. First up is Violet City. Before you get to the gym, you pay a visit to the Sprout Tower, a pagoda where monks and sages learn diligence and coexistence. Though Silver doesn't buy their lessons, that will be important later. The gym leader is the flying-type specialist Faulkner, whose underlevel Pidgeot is quite the curveball, as are the countermeasures against electric and rock types. Still, he can be beaten, which gets you the Zephyr Badge. Getting to the second gym of Azalea Town is an adventure on its own, as Ruins of Elf are a location I've always liked. The town also has key spots as the Slowpoke Well, we have to break up an operation selling their tails. The Pokeball artisan, Kurt, also kindled my interest in crafting in these games and other titles. The gym leader is Bugsy, who, of course, is a bug master. Win against him, and the Hive Badge is yours. Going through the Ilex Forest, you reach Goldenrod City, the largest city in the region. It is home to the Game Corner, the Radio Tower, the Magnet Train, and the department store, so there's loads to do even before your third gym battle against Whitney. Her Miltank has given many a player grief, though a good fighting rock type on your roster is a big help. Win against her, you get the Flame Badge. There's also National Park, complete with the bug catching contest. Honestly, one of my favorite extra activities. It's a nice little connection to the franchise's roots in insect collecting. Fourth in line is Ecruteak City and the Ghost Gym leader Morty. Two paths branch out from here, and I'll address that in a moment. Also, it is home to the Brass Tower and Bell Tower, two vital locations in the game's lore. Winning against Morty gets you the Fog Badge. After that, it's time to break sequence a bit for the next few gyms. Before I face the gym leader in Old Levine, we need to get medicine for the Ampharos Lighthouse in Seamwood City. While we're there, our 5th gym battle against the portly fighting specialist Chuck, win against him and get the Storm Badge. Back in Allvine City, we give the medicine to the Ampharos who needs it, and we can officially do gym battle number 6 against Jasmine, a Steel-type specialist who gives you the Mineral Badge. 7th in line is Mahogany Town, where you have to drive the last remnants of Team Rocket from the Lake of Rage alongside Lance. I've also made a habit of catching shiny Gyarados in later playthroughs of this game. The second to last battle is against Price, an Ice Master who is an elder statesman and one of my favorite characters in the games. His prize is a Glacier Badge, and in order to reach Blackthorn City, you must flush Team Rocket out from the Goldenrod Radio Tower. The 8th and final battle in the gym challenge is against Claire, the Dragon Master. I actually beat her on my first try as a kid. The bigger challenge was navigating the Dragon's Den and gaining access to it. After that business, you convince her of your worth and get the Rising Badge. You also have to head east to the Indigo Plateau, and I must say, doing that for the first time as a kid was mind-blowing, as I was going through the whole Kanto region with a new perspective. The memory of the cartridge had to be doubled to make it happen. After Silver finds out he's Giovanni's son, cementing him on many its older rivals for years to come, you face him one last time. Our Elite Four and Champion have some familiar faces, as well as new opponents. Bruno, Koga, and the Champion Lance are joined by new members, the Psychic Specialist Will, and the Dark-type Master Karen. Her words after winning against her are ones that stuck with me all this time. Clearing the Elite Four and Champion, going through all of Kanto, a feat made possible by the programming skills of the late Satoru Iwata, and facing Red on top of Mount Silver helps elevate my satisfaction, as these were the first Pokemon games I beat as a child, that also became a motivator to get better with each one released since then. The games were another critical and commercial success, selling over 23 million copies worldwide in their initial release alone. Along with Crystal, they were the last games released for the Game Boy and Game Boy Color on the franchise, and great ones to go out with. They have even had an impact on how myself and others have engaged with the games ever since. Persistent talk of a new version of the Switch. I am glad these games have cemented my love of the franchise, and so I'm going to keep Fix Your Next system, at least if all these leaks and rumors are saying so. Thank you for all your support, and I will see you all again soon. Take care, everyone.